Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Again, my name is Detective Sergeant Mike Patterson with Toronto Police Homicide, and I'm here today to speak to you about homicide number 8. This gentleman right here, Malcolm Marfo. To bring you over the details of how we got to homicide number 8, I have to take you back to 3:15 p.m. on March 17th, this past Tuesday, where police responded to a 911 radio call at 2063 Islington Avenue. Once on scene, police discovered a gentleman who is currently on the screen here, Ahmed Syed, 21 years of age, of Etobicoke. He was located on the ground outside of 2063 Islington, suffering from gunshot wounds. Mr. Syed was transported to area hospital and has since been released. Mr. Syed was uncooperative with members of 23 Division at the time and would not provide a statement. It appears that Mr. Syed was shot in a stairwell inside 2063 Islington. Scene examination was conducted by the Toronto Police Forensic Examination Services. Evidence was collected. Canvassing was also done, and video surveillance viewed. After all that was finished, police cleared approximately 5 hours later at 8 p.m. That investigation is continuing and is being handled by 23 Division Major Crime. At 8:13 p.m., approximately 13 minutes after police left, another 911 radio call was received from the residents of 2063 Islington, advising that they heard gunshots yet again. Residents attended to the area where the gunshots came from and located a male lying on the ground suffering from several gunshot wounds. Suspects were also seen fleeing. Emergency services responded and located Mr. Malcolm Marfo, 22 years of age, of Etobicoke, lying near an exit door, unconscious but breathing. Mr. Marfo was immediately transported to a local hospital where he was eventually placed in critical care, and he unfortunately succumbed to his injuries yesterday. For your information, the reason we are releasing Mr. Syed's photograph is to quite literally assist in generating witnesses for this investigation. It appears at this stage that the murder of Mr. Marfo may be retaliatory in nature for the shooting of Mr. Syed. Investigators from 23 Division and the Homicide Unit have worked tirelessly since Tuesday afternoon and continue to pore over an abundance of evidence. I'd like to thank Superintendent Tavener of 23 Division, who was given full support by giving us complete access to both shifts of his major crime unit and any divisional resources that we've asked for. In the interest of community safety, there will continue to be a high police presence in the area. We plan on having a follow-up canvass done in the area of 2063 and 2067 Islington, which are two buildings that are connected. And we want to encourage those that may have any evidence to assist this investigation to come forward and speak with police. There is somebody out there that can provide some insight as to why these shootings occurred and who is responsible. I'm encouraging them to step forward and speak to us. And if they don't feel comfortable speaking to the officers during the canvass, please feel free to call me directly. I pick up my email and my voicemail all the time, and my details are available on the press release. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to try and answer them for you.
Do you think that Malcolm Marfo is the individual who shot Mr. Syed?
At this time, there's nothing to indicate that Mr. Marfo was the suspect in that shooting, no.
Was he the intended target, do you believe, in that shooting?
In which shooting?
Shooting, the second shooting. Was he the intended target, do you believe, in that shooting?
At this time, I cannot comment on that. I'm not quite sure who the intended target was at that time.
How many individuals were present in the underground parking garage around that 8 o'clock hour?
In the underground garage, sorry, so the shooting occurred inside the building, not in the garage. Yeah, not in the garage area.
How many individuals were present, say, in that room or that hall?
Well, we're still going over, as you can imagine, an abundance of video and trying to determine exactly how many people were in the area at the time.
Does it claim to be a lot of them, many people?
There seems to be, based on preliminary investigation, there seems to be a number of people in the area of the shooting, and that's why I am coming here today to ask for any of those individuals to step forward and speak to us.
Is anyone cooperating with police at this time?
There is some cooperation, but in circumstances like this, we would take as many as we can get.
Did Marfo plead guilty to possession of crack cocaine in Windsor a little while ago? Is that the same person?
You're talking a long time ago, Yeah, I'm not sure the details of Mr. Marfo's criminal record. I know that it was a one-time incident and minor.
So he pled guilty for...
I'm not sure of the details, whether it was a guilty plea or a trial.
But it's the same person that we're talking about, right?
Mr. Marfo, the deceased? Yes, yes.
Okay. Is he related to Project Traveler in any way?
I don't know anything about Project Traveler with regard to Mr. Marfo.
Is there any link between Mr. Syed and Project Traveler given a family relation?
I'm not going to comment on any family relations with regard to that.
Is he the brother of Laban Syed?
I'm not aware of that.
You said that Homicide was released from hospital. Was he released from hospital prior to the second shooting taking place that evening?
No, he was still in hospital at the time of the shooting.
Doesn't he report that former Mayor Bob Ford witnessed something or was nearby? Is he considered a witness in this?
I have not heard that. I thank you for that. I was not aware that Mr. Ford would be a witness to this, no.
Have you spoken with Rob Ford?
No, I have not.
Is there a relationship between this and Rob Ford?
I'm not aware of any relationship, no.
Was Marfo involved in drug dealing?
Not that I'm aware of. Mr. Marfo appeared to be, except for the one incident that you speak of, seemed to be a loved son and brother and an upstanding community member.
So there's no gang ties?
There's gang, not with Mr. Marfo, there's gang overtones to this investigation. As, again, it's developing very quickly, but as we stand right now, just a few days after it happened, there are gang overtones. Okay?
In relation to the victim who was released from hospital?
In relation to a number of people involved in the investigation. I won't get into specifics at this time, just to say that there seems to be an umbrella of gang activity with regard to this investigation.
Is there anybody in custody right now?
There's nobody in custody, no.
Any further questions?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. That concludes today's conference.